Shockwaves in the UFC. Dricus Du Plessis coach blames referee for Khamzat Chimaev humiliation, vows brutal rematch revenge months after one of the most one-sided title fights in recent UFC history. The fallout from Dricus Du Plessis' devastating loss to Khamzat Chimaev is far from over. And now, his head coach has detonated a fresh controversy that has set the MMA world on fire. Back in August at UFC 319, Du Plessis was utterly dominated by Chimaev in a middleweight title clash that many expected to be competitive. Instead, it became a 5-round grappling masterclass from Boers, who neutralized the former champion with suffocating control and relentless pressure on the mat. But according to Du Plessis' outspoken head coach, Morne Visser, the real reason for the lopsided loss wasn't Chimaev's wrestling at all. It was the man wearing black inside the octagon. He didn't want to fight. Speaking to Fight Forecast, Visser stunned fans by placing much of the blame on veteran referee Marc Goddard, accusing him of allowing Chimaev to stall on the ground. "We were not prepared for a guy who's not willing to fight, because really, he didn't want to fight," Visser said. When he kept Dricus on the floor, he never wanted to fight. The ref should have stood that fight up many times. Visser went even further, claiming that if they had known Chimaev's strategy beforehand, the entire game plan would have changed. "If we knew he was going to do that, I would have changed Dricus' base. No punches, no kicks, just wrestle. Dricus is good enough to do that." The comments are jaw-dropping, especially considering Visser had previously dismissed Chimaev as one-dimensional before the fight, boldly predicting Du Plessis would F him up at his own game. Instead, the South African was controlled, smothered, and systematically dismantled. A dangerous promise despite the humiliating defeat. Visser insists the story is far from finished and has issued a chilling warning ahead of any potential rematch. "We've learned a hell of a lot," he said. "This time around, he's going to get fed up. He's got zero chance against Dricus in the stand-up, zero chance in the clinch. His only chance is to keep us on the floor, so that's the only thing we need to fix." The confidence is explosive, but fans remain skeptical. Chimaev, now the reigning middleweight champion with an unblemished 15-0 record, is widely viewed as one of the most dominant forces the division has ever seen. What's next for Du Plessis? With Chimaev expected to defend his title against Nasruddin Imavov next, Du Plessis appears to be on the outside looking in. The middleweight division is stacked, and a looming clash between Sean Strickland and Anthony Hernandez could further complicate the title picture. That leaves Du Plessis searching for a statement win. One name stands out: Brendan Allen. Riding a hot streak after victories over Marvin Vettori and Rainier Ritter, Allen represents a high-risk, high-reward matchup that could catapult Du Plessis back into contention. One thing is certain: the bitterness from UFC 319 hasn't faded. With accusations, bold promises, and unfinished business swirling around the division, a rematch between Dricus Du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev may now be inevitable. And if it happens, the build-up could be even more violent than the fight itself.